The Philippines is one of the countries located along the Pacific Typhoon Belt, frequently facing powerful tropical storms and typhoons that cause significant damage to both people and property. A recent example is Tropical Storm TRAMI, which devastated the country and left over 1 million people homeless. In my journey to the Philippines to witness the rebuilding efforts after the storm, I saw firsthand the destruction and loss that the people here endure. Tropical Storm TRAMI, with winds reaching up to 100 km per hour, caused severe flooding, submerging entire cities and vast regions, creating a scene of devastation beyond imagination. The storm's strength completely destroyed residential areas, forcing millions to abandon their homes and seek shelter in evacuation centers or makeshift tents. The streets were filled with debris, houses collapsed, and the sight of devastated villages was heartbreaking. Over 1.15 million people in the Philippines were left homeless after TRAMI. The process of rebuilding and recovery has faced numerous difficulties, as many affected communities struggle to access basic necessities like food, clean water, and medical care. Survivors are left to cope with the enormous shock of losing their homes, livelihoods, and, in some cases, loved ones. Amid the ruins, many try to salvage whatever personal belongings remain, hoping to rebuild their lives. The psychological impact of this disaster cannot be underestimated, as many survivors face anxiety, trauma, and PTSD. The government of the Philippines and international aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide support, but the situation remains critical. Many communities feel abandoned and lack adequate assistance. They are forced to live in cramped, unsanitary conditions, wondering when they will be able to return home. The reason why TRAMI became so severe is still being investigated by meteorologists, but it is clear that climate change plays a significant role. Warmer ocean temperatures and rising sea levels created the perfect conditions for this powerful storm. The affected regions in the Philippines are among the poorest and most vulnerable, making them easy targets for natural disasters. Local and international aid organizations have been working around the clock to provide relief, but the sheer scale of the disaster makes it a monumental challenge. In many places, the infrastructure has been so severely damaged that aid supplies cannot reach those in need. Some areas remain entirely cut off, complicating relief efforts further. Despite the chaos, stories of resilience and hope emerge. In San Mateo, the community banded together to rebuild their town center using makeshift materials and a spirit of solidarity. Volunteers risked their lives to rescue families stranded on rooftops. One touching story I witnessed was that of Maria, 35-year-old mother who lost her home and business. She now lives in an evacuation center with her 3 children, struggling to make ends meet. Despite all hardships, she remains determined to rebuild her life and create a better future for her family. Her courage and strength are an inspiration to us all. Looking back at the impact of TRAMI, it is evident that the road to recovery will be long and challenging. Yet, the resilience of the people of the Philippines demonstrates the strength of the human spirit and our ability to unite in times of adversity.